What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a rivalry that just keeps on giving. We're talking about two titans of terror, two masters of mayhem. That's right, it's Joker versus Green Goblin, again and again. Now, I know what you're thinking. We've seen this matchup debated 1,000 times. But here's the thing, every time we look at it, new layers emerge. These aren't just two guys in costumes throwing bombs. They represent two fundamentally different philosophies of chaos, and that's what makes this fight eternally fascinating. So, grab your popcorn, because we're going to break this down once and for all. Or at least, for today. Let's start with the basics. In one corner, we have the clown prince of crime, the ace of knaves, the one and only Joker. What makes him so terrifying? It's his unpredictability. The Joker doesn't want money, he doesn't want power in the traditional sense. He wants to prove a point, that anyone, given the right push, can be just like him. His one bad day philosophy is the core of his being. He operates on a level of psychological warfare that few can comprehend. His arsenal is deceptively simple: Joker venom, razor-sharp playing cards, exploding cigars, and the occasional crowbar. But his real weapon is his mind. He's a genius strategist who can orchestrate city-wide chaos from the shadows. He's not fighting to win, he's fighting to break you, to shatter your reality and make you laugh as the world burns. Now, let's turn to our other contender, the Green Goblin, Norman Osborn. Don't mistake him for a simple costumed crook. Norman Osborn is a titan of industry, a brilliant scientist, and a certified genius with a massive ego. When the Goblin formula enhanced his strength, speed, and intelligence, it also fractured his sanity. And like the Joker, the Green Goblin has tangible goals. He wants power, he wants to crush his rivals like Spider-Man, and he wants to be recognized for his superiority. His tech is off the charts. We're talking the Goblin glider for aerial supremacy, pumpkin bombs that can be anything from explosives to hallucinogenic gas grenades, and razor bats. Plus, he's got super strength, a healing factor, and intellect that rivals Tony Stark or Reed Richards. He's a one-man army with a corporate empire's resources at his back. So, let's set the stage for our first scenario. A classic, head-on confrontation. Imagine them meeting in a neutral, abandoned warehouse, the quintessential comic book battleground. The Green Goblin would likely come in hot, soaring on his glider, laughing maniacally, and carpet-bombing the area with pumpkin bombs. He's all about shock and awe, overwhelming his opponent with superior firepower and mobility. He'd expect the Joker to be a simple street-level thug, easy to vaporize. And that's his first mistake. The Joker thrives on being underestimated. He'd have the entire warehouse rigged. A pumpkin bomb explodes, but instead of shrapnel, it releases a cloud of Joker venom. The Goblin is smart. His mask has a filter, but is it rated for something as potent and fast-acting as Joker's signature toxin? While Osborn is dealing with that, Joker would use the chaos to his advantage. He isn't going to trade punches with a super strong opponent. He's going to play mind games. He'd use hidden speakers to broadcast a twisted nursery rhyme, or have funhouse mirrors pop up, distorting the Goblin's reflection. The Joker's goal here isn't to land a physical blow, but to get inside Norman's already fractured psyche. He would taunt him about his son, Harry, about his failures, about the monster he's become. The Goblin is brittle. These taunts would enrage him, making him reckless. He'd start blasting indiscriminately, and that's exactly what Joker wants. He'd lead the Goblin into a series of increasingly elaborate traps: acid flowers, electrified floors, maybe a giant boxing glove on a spring. It's Looney Tunes logic applied with deadly precision. In a straight-up fight, Goblin's tech and strength give him the edge, but Joker's home field advantage and psychological warfare could easily turn the tables, leading to the Goblin getting ensnared in a trap of his own making, laughing uncontrollably as the Joker stands over him. But let's change the scenario. This isn't just a physical fight, it's a war. Let's say they're both vying for control of Gotham City's underworld. This is where things get really interesting. The Green Goblin would approach it like a hostile corporate takeover. He'd use his vast wealth and resources. He would buy off key political figures, bribe the police, and use advanced technology to disrupt rival gangs. He'd equip his own goons with high-tech weaponry, creating a private army that could lock the city down. He'd be systematic, efficient, and utterly ruthless. His methods are loud and destructive, a clear show of force to intimidate everyone into submission. He'd see Joker's chaotic, seemingly random acts of terror as inefficient and amateurish. The Joker, on the other hand, plays a different game entirely. He doesn't want to control the underworld, he wants to unleash it. He wouldn't build an army, he'd inspire one. He'd manipulate existing gangs, turning them against each other and against the Goblin's forces. He'd spread misinformation, creating paranoia. Imagine the Goblin's high-tech soldiers suddenly turning on each other because the Joker convinced them their comms were compromised. Joker would turn the city's infrastructure against Osborn. He'd poison the water supply with a non-lethal laughing agent, causing citywide pandemonium that Goblin's organized forces can't contain. He'd hack into Osborn's own systems, not to steal money, but to replace his corporate presentations with videos of clowns or change the passcodes to "Why So Serious?" The Joker's victory isn't about territory, it's about proving that Norman's precious order is a fragile illusion. In this battle for the soul of the city, Joker's brand of chaos is a virus that Goblin's firewalls can't stop. He doesn't beat the system, he makes the system beat itself. Now for the ultimate question, who truly breaks whom? This is the psychological core of the battle. Both are experts at finding and exploiting weakness. The Green Goblin would go after what he perceives as Joker's attachments. But what are they? Harley Quinn. He might capture her, thinking it gives him leverage. But the Joker's relationship with Harley is twisted and abusive. He might see it as an inconvenience, or even find it amusing. Goblin might try to deduce Joker's identity, digging into his past. But the Joker's past is multiple choice. Trying to unmask him is like trying to grab smoke. The very act of trying to understand him on a rational level is a trap. The Joker, however, has a goldmine of psychological weaknesses to exploit with Norman Osborn. Norman's entire identity is built on a foundation of pride, legacy, and a desperate need for control. The Joker would attack all of it. He would target Oscorp, not to destroy it, but to humiliate it, turning its revolutionary products into public laughingstocks. He'd target Norman's public image, revealing his secrets, not to the police, but to the masses in the most embarrassing way possible. And the ultimate target, Harry Osborn. The Joker wouldn't necessarily harm Harry physically. That's too simple. He would try to corrupt him. He'd try to turn Harry into a better, more chaotic version of the Joker, proving to Norman that his own son, his legacy, prefers the Joker's philosophy of madness over his father's empire of order. Can you imagine anything that would break Norman Osborn more completely than seeing his own son, laughing with a painted smile, telling him it's all just one big joke? That is the Joker's checkmate. So, who is the ultimate winner? In a one-on-one fight with no prep time, the Green Goblin's raw power and advanced tech probably give him the win. He can fly, he's stronger, and a well-placed pumpkin bomb could end it quickly. But in any other scenario, my money is on the Joker. The Joker doesn't play by the rules of a physical fight. He plays a bigger, more insidious game. The Green Goblin fights the man, Spider-Man. The Joker fights the idea of Batman. Norman wants to win the battle, but the Joker wants to win the war for your soul. He would dismantle Norman Osborn piece by piece, not by breaking his bones, but by breaking his mind, his legacy, and everything he holds dear. The Green Goblin is a monster, but he's a monster who can be beaten. The Joker is an idea, a force of nature, and you can't kill an idea with a pumpkin bomb. In the end, the Goblin would be left a broken, laughing wreck in the ruins of his own empire, the final punchline to the Joker's greatest joke. What do you guys think? Did I get it right? Who do you think would win this ultimate clash of chaos? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below, I read all of them, and if you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more epic showdowns. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.